Hello, friends and YouTube chess lovers. Welcome to another video of the Mysterious Night. In this video, I am going to show you the very important chess basics, that is, opposition. So, opposition in the game of a chess is called when a king comes in front of a king. Obviously, not in the adjacent rows or adjacent files because king cannot come that close. So, obviously, by keeping one row or the one file distance in between, but whether two kings are coming in front of each other vertically or horizontally, the situation what currently is set up on the board is known as the opposition. So here, this is the home condition. Okay, this is the original position. Now, white starts moving. Okay, and black also. So lastly, the black king came in front of a white king. So that is known as the opposition for black. Now we'll see few examples so that you can get to know much about the opposition. In this particular example, it is entirely draw position because now whatever white do, black has a counter to it. Let's say suppose white king moves, then black king simply follows the white king, and hence there is no result possible. Let's say suppose I'll quickly play the game for the beginners just to make them understand. Here it is very important. See here in this position black to move, and it is very important for the black to move the king actually on the b file itself, because whether the white king comes in front on c file or on a file, you have immediate move for countering the white king by taking the opposition. So in this kind of a situation, it is obviously a draw because black king doesn't allow any opening for the white king, and hence in this kind of a situation, black king goes inside the queening square, black king controls the queening square, and white has to either retreat or give up the pawn, or else if white wants to keep the possession of the pawn, then it is a stalemate. It is a stalemate draw. So in such kind of a situation, it results in a draw. Now we'll see another example. There exist two kind of oppositions. One is diagonal opposition and the second is distant opposition. So in diagonal opposition, the whatever I have discussed in while the kings are facing each other, in the diagonal opposition, let's say here white has to move, white will move king to d6 and take this diagonal opposition. Okay, so in this kind of a situation, black king has very less moves to go for, and hence the white king again will come in the front of the black king. Hence white king will here take the opposition, and you will see the result mostly in the favor of the white only. Here white king simply pushes the black king. Here it is very important. I will suggest you to pause the video and white to move and win this situation. So I hope you must have found this move, that is king takes actually, because in, or else if you move something else like f7, this is a stalemate. So here king has to take this on f6, and hence by moving further it is simply a win position for the white, because here white king has taken the opposition and black king doesn't have any choice but to move the king out of the box, and hence white takes the queening square's control and makes queen in the next move. This is a perfect checkmate. So this is called as a diagonal opposition, because white king initially moved to the diagonal square of the black king, keeping one row in between, and hence when the black king came closer to the white king moved in front of the black king and took the opposition. We'll see one more example of distant opposition. Now, in this example, you can set this position on your board and decide before seeing the solution that who wins actually. So I will, for those who just would like to enjoy the video, for those I'll just explain. Here white moves on e2. Then black moves on e7, white e3, king to e6, king to e4. Here white king came in the front of the black king, but if you don't know the correct move order, you cannot win this position. For an example, let's say black king goes to the d6, and if you choose to play f5 right now, then this is absolute draw position, because here you cannot win, because moving further, black also has the equal chance of taking your pawn away, and hence by the time you will make queen, black will also make queen. And this is a dead draw position, because both the sides have one king and one queen, and there is no result possible whatsoever. So here it is very important to know the correct move sequence, which I'll just show you. Here, although white king came in front of the black king and took the opposition, but here immediately you don't have to play the king to f5 move, but you have to play king to d4 rather. And now when black king moves on either of the file, you can take the opposition by playing your king on the other file. For an example, here suppose if black king moves to the e file, then black loses immediately, because your king can have the entry here. And if the black king moves to the c file, you can immediately go to the e file, and now the variation is known, because black king cannot enter from this c file any further, and hence black king has to move on the back side, and you immediately can go to the either of the pawn and grab that pawn and win this match for. So this was all about opposition. Hope you like this video. Feel free to ask your questions in the comment section, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you.